back to the Maelstrom, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a Warhammer 40,000 battle report for you today. 2,000 points. Blood Angels versus Necrons. Finished table and finished armies. We're going to be playing the Scouring. So we have 6 objectives. We've not determined the points value yet. We will do that following deployment. The Blood Angels will be on the opposite side in a pitched battle setup. The Necrons will be on this end. So for our objectives, we have one here on the peak of the mountain. We have another one at the foot of the mountain on the ramp leading up the side of the mountain. We have one at the vantage point here on the side. We have one in the trench system. We have another in the trench system here. And the final objective is in this bunker, capping things out. So there are our objectives. We'll be right back with army lists. First up, we have the Blood Angels, 2,000 points. Josh is going to walk us down his list after I make a little shameless plug. Enter the Maelstrom is now producing 1 1/4 inch bases. That's 32 millimeters for our friends across the pond. A lot of his army is based on those bases. We are going to be making those in multiple sizes, but for now that's the size we started with. If you're interested in those, we will have a link in the description below to our PayPal site where we are going to be selling those. So give that a look if you're interested. Josh is going to go ahead and walk us down his forces now.
Okay, so for my HQ and my Warlord, I have a Chaplain with a jump pack, and his Warlord trait was Heroic Bearing, so all friendly models within 12 inches of him are fearless. He's running with 10 Death Company that have jump packs and a Thunderhammer and Bolter guy. Then I have 2 identical assault squads. They have double Meltas with a Veteran Sergeant with a Power Fist leading them. Then I have a Frag Cannon Furioso Dreadnought with a Heavy Flamer Magna Grapple. He's in a drop pod with a Deathwind Launcher. And rounding out my troops, I have a 10-man tactical squad with a Veteran Sergeant with a Combi Flamer and a Power Fist. And the squad has a Flamer and Heavy Flamer. They are in a Rhino. And 2 Razorback squads that are identical. They're in Las Cannon Twin-Link Plasma Gun Razorbacks. They're 5 men with a Sergeant with Melta Bombs and a Plasma Gun. For my heavy supports, I have 2 identical Bell Predators that have Heavy Bolter Sponsons and a Vindicator with a Siege Shield. Alright, so that's the Blood Angels. Next up, we will have the Necrons. 2,000 point Necron force debuting today. We are led by Nemesaur Zandric. He, of course, has Eternal Madness as his Warlord trait. We also have my Illuminor Xeris conversion here as my second HQ. I have not rolled yet for the squad that he's going to be a part of, but I'll get to that whenever we get done with deployment. Zandric is going to be protected by 5 Lich Guard with Dispersion Shields and Hyperphase Swords. We have 2 Triarch Stalkers. They are armed with Heat Rays. We've got 3 blocks of Warriors. One is 15-man strong, or 2 are 15-man strong, and one of them is 16 Warriors strong. We've got 2 groups of 10 Immortals with Gauss Blasters, and then we also have 2 Monoliths, which are rounding out the list. So 2,000 points of Necrons, not Decurion Detachment today. I did not have any bikes. So normal Necron Detachment combined arms versus Blood Angels, same thing, combined arms. There's the armies. You've seen the table. We will be back following deployment. Setup is finished. We're getting ready to make the C's roll. We have rolled to see where all the objectives are. Blood Angels have deployed bulk of their force here. They won the roll, so deployed first. Have the Death Company Razorback, one of the Bell Predators, the Vindicator, one of the Assault Squads, and the Tactical Squad on this flank. Down here they have 1 Assault Squad, Bell Predator, and the second Razorback Squad. Necrons deployed in a refused flank. We have all 3 Warrior Squads stretched across the front here. We have 2 Monoliths, and then the Illuminor Xeris is with the Lich Guard, along with Zandric. And then we've got the 2 Triarch Stalkers here in the backfield. Both Immortal Squads are in reserve. So that's deployment. Objectives. We have a 3-point objective here, a 4-point objective here, which is explosive, a 2-point objective there, which is nothing of note, a 1-point objective here, has not been identified yet, a 2-point objective here, not identified yet, and then a Skyfire Nexus here that is worth 3 points. So those are the objectives. Blood Angels are going first.
Before we roll the C's, just want to let you guys know we are going to have a giveaway at the end of the video. So if you want to stay till the end, we're going to have a like, comment, and subscribe option there to get in on a giveaway. So Necrons are going to attempt to seize the initiative, and then we will get this game underway. The Necrons do not seize. So Blood Angels are going first. We will be back following their turn 1. Top of turn 1 rolls to an end. Blood Angels make their advance. Dreadnought tried to land here on the flat beside the Necrons, but he scattered across the top of the mountain 8 or 9 or 10 or something crazy inches and landed here. Decided to deploy out the back, said that was too much gas if he wasn't going to get the flame first. Assault squad is scaling the mountain, trying to make an end-around move here. All the other tanks moved up and bunkered up against the sides. Death Company spread to the end. One assault marine died trying to come out of this trench. His buddies landed here and running along the flank along with this small squad. The other small squad has disembarked here to take this objective. In terms of firepower, heavy bolter from here fired into these Necrons, did no damage, made my cover saves. Heavy bolters from this Bell Predator fired here and killed this one lone dude. Las cannon from here crisscrossed to this monolith. Same thing from that las cannon across the way to this monolith. Both of them hit but failed to do anything to the armor. So turn 1 rolls to an end, or top of turn 1 rolls to an end. 1-to-1 in terms of casualties, no first blood. Necron response coming up. Turn 1 winds down. Necrons have done their answer. We did lose one more warrior to this. I forgot to check for sabotage on his turn. I need to do that again for my turn now. I'm fine this turn, got a 6. So lost one warrior there in my turn in his turn that we didn't show. Everything advanced. The monoliths used their eternity gates to pull the immortals through. So we got one group of immortals here and one group of immortals down here. Everything else advanced as much as it could. Triarchs, one fired here, rolled a 2 for armor pin on the one hit it got. One fired at the drop pod, rolled a 3 for armor pin for the one that hit, so nothing there. These Marines survived unscathed. We fired a monolith template at them, but we rolled a 12 for scatter, so it completely missed. Down here, though, we were a little more effective. The warriors here in the open fired across the ice field here, busted one whole point out of that Razorback. The warriors in the front here, however, fired in rapid firing, killed this entire 5-man squad. 2 of the assault marines went down off the front of this from the immortals firing in afterwards. So 7 marines down and first blood, 1 point out of the Razorback. That is the end of turn 1, and the Blood Angels are coming back. We will see how their assault squads advance here and how quickly the battle lines get locked up. The bloodbath begins to commence and then suddenly stops itself. The dadgum blasted Razorback. I don't know how many times I've shot just volleys and volleys of las cannons into other people's monoliths and said, those things are invincible. Razorback rolled a 3 to hit, rolled a 6 to pin, rolled a 6, and blew me up. I lost 2 immortals in the process. Rolled 4s if I was playing that stinking Decurion. Lost 4 warriors here from the 2 combined Bell Predators. I am not going to complain about that. I expected to lose a lot more than that. 4 of them went down. That was the extent of my casualties. These assault marines launched a charge here, needing a 3 or a 4. Lost this guy who's laying on his side. He is indeed dead. Rolled 2 2s, so they failed their charge there, but lost 1 guy on Overwatch. These guys needed a 9 because of terrain they're coming through, and did not make it. They rolled kind of close, but they were still off there. Lost nobody to Overwatch though. So Monolith went down, 2 Immortals, 4 Warriors, and 1 Assault Marine from Overwatch. Necron turn 2 coming up. I have been granted a stay of execution with these failed assaults. I'm going to try to put some of these guys on their keysters, and we will be back after the Necrons take their second turn. Necrons have answered with blood in turn against the Space Marines. Moved up all the Warriors and the Immortals here, fired and killed all but 2 of the Assault Marines there. The Stalkers both fired their weapons here. One of them got a penetrating hit through and immobilized it. These Warriors cleaned it up with the last hull point killed. It was immobilized with that earlier hit, but it was still there, still able to shoot, so I figured I better go and try to finish it. Xandric and his lads moved around to this flank. Immortals fired up the hill, killed 3 of the Assault Marines, leaving 6 there. The Warriors fired in and killed the Dreadnought with 5 glancing hits. And the Monolith fired around this flank and busted the lead 4 Death Company with a hit somewhere in the middle of the squad. Rhino is still intact here on the flank. Vindicator moving up for a shot. So that everybody made their morale checks and held their ground. Roll to see if this objective explodes. It does not. So we are going into turn 3, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back after the Blood Angels issue their rebuttal. Blood Angels turn 3 rolls to an end. Deathwind fired its shot here. You will notice there are quite a few dead Necron corpses. 2 there, 5 there. Fired its Deathwind launcher. It scattered off and killed 2 Space Marines from this squad, which moved up here and disembarked. They knocked down 2 Warriors and 1 Immortal with their flamethrower weapons. Bolters rolled horribly and did nothing. Vindicator fired its shot through here. Shook me, which of course bounced off because of living metal, but he did pop my Quantum Shield and splatter one of the Lich Guard in the process. Sadly, failed all of his saves. I lost a Warrior here from shooting and another one from close combat. I killed 1 Marine, so we ended up... Or no, he killed 2. Power Fist got 1. One of the Chainsword men killed another one, so he won by 1, but I passed my leadership. All these dudes got mowed down off of this cliff by the Bell Predators. These 2 Assault Marines decided discretion is the better part of valor. Decided instead of tackling my 25 infantry down here, they'd just move around here and blow a guy up with a melt-a-gun shot. So, also Death Company moved up here, attempted to make a charge here and rolled a 6, leaving them about 1.5 inches shy. So that is the end of top of turn 3. Necron response coming back, and we'll be back when turn 3 has rolled to an end. Necron's turn, what was that, 3 or 4?
3.
3. Necron's turn 3. We have yet to fight this combat, so we will run that, but Necron Warriors moved up this flank, shattered the Bell Predator on the end there. This Triarch Stalker fired at that Bell Predator to no effect. This Triarch Stalker fired at that Razorback and shook it and knocked the whole point out with a penetrating hit. The Monolith shunted Immortals here and then turned its side facing around and walked away. Fired a Particle Whip here and shattered 3 of these guys, or 2 of these guys, and the Immortals killed a 3rd with their rapid firing. The Marines here just fell to pieces. Failed tons of armor saves. 2 guys walked away. Warriors killed 4 Immortals, and dude down on the bottom killed 2 Illuminor Xeris. Oh, these guys failed their charge, so no clearance there. Hopefully those Warriors can stick for 1 more round of combat and hold them so that they can't jump out and bust both my Stalkers, because I know where these 2 guys are planning to head. So that is the end of turn 3. We will be back following Blood Angel's response in turn 4. Combat resolved here, but luckily we did stick. 2 Marines punched down, 1 by Chainsword, 1 by Power Fist. We did score 3 wounds, but the Marines made all their saves. So we did stick there, but 2 more Warriors bit the dust. Back after Blood Angels 4. Blood Angels turn 4 rolls to an end. Vindicator moves up. Rhino falls back and immobilizes itself. Vindicator moves up, fires an ordnance round here. I gotta say I'm glad he missed. Scattered up here, blew up 3 or I think 4 Warriors. Killed 4 Warriors. Blood Angels killed 1 more here. The tactical squad, the last 2 did pass their morale, but the Blood Angels weren't able to assault them. It was just a little too much range. These Immortals, Death Company moved up, launched a charge, lost 1 guy on Overwatch, charged me and killed 1 Immortal and lost 1 guy. Terrible, terrible luck there. He caused 4 wounds, or 6 wounds. I failed 2 armor saves, made both 5-ups, and then he punched 2 guys with a Thunder Hammer, and I made 1 6-up. So just good reanimation, bad luck. These 2 Assault Marines moved up, attempted a charge here. He fired his Heat Ray on dispersed formation, got 3 hits, 3 wounds, and killed those 2 Marines. 2 more Warriors went down here, 1 Space Marine, but we ended up sticking. Just 1 of those turns, unfortunately, for the Blood Angels. Lost this squad before assault, lost 1 guy here and another guy in assault. But Warrior blocks have been massively whittled down. Armor is still advancing. Also, armor did fire on this Stalker. Knocked 1 whole point out on a glancing hit. Or maybe it was a penetrate. I think it was a glancer, right? Yeah, Glancer. So 1 whole point lost there. So that's where we're at after Blood Angels 4. They hold the objective there. Objective on the hill is still in contention. For now, Necrons hold this one, and that one is still in contention. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff there, but he does have armor still moving on it. So we will be back after Necron turn 4. Necron turn 4 rolls to an end. Blood Angels are going to go ahead and call it there. Vindicator took fire from these guys. Illuminor's Zaris missed again. He's still unsteady on his new legs. Fired his lance shot here. Missed. Rolled a 1. The Immortals fired here. Knocked 2 hull points out, but the tank did survive. Combat here, fought again. He did knock 1 Immortal down. No damage in return, but I passed my morale check. Moved these warriors up. Fired into that Bell Predator to no effect. Moved these guys up. Fired into that Bell Predator to no effect. The Stalkers between them were able to get a penetrating hit through and finish that Razorback off. Xandric led his Lich Guard bodyguard into this combat and cleaved through those 3 guys. He consolidated out to chase this Predator around the mountain. And the 3 warriors retreated back here under the protection of Mama Stalker. So at that point, I have this objective, which is worth 3 points, and this objective, which is worth 4, so that's 7, plus First Blood gives the Necrons 8, and the Blood Angels are holding 3 points there, and 1 point for Line Breaker for these guys. So at that point, we'll be 8-4 in favor of the Necrons. Be sure to check out the blog. We will have army lists and after-action reviews as always. We will be doing more battle reports in the future with more painted armies. We're looking to try to start phasing into just purely painted stuff. So give us a comment. Let us know what you think. Also, like I said, we're doing a giveaway tonight. Like, comment, and give us a subscribe. If you are a subscriber, you're going to be entered into a contest drawing to see about getting our prize for tonight. Our prize for tonight is a pack of the Eldar Craft World data cards, sealed still in the pack. So if you want to get in on the action for that, just make sure that you leave a comment below. Make sure you're a subscriber, and we will have you entered for that competition. So as always, we appreciate you spending some time at the Maelstrom. We had an interesting match tonight with our painted armies for the first shot. Like I said, give us a comment. Let us know what you thought. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will catch you next time.